What's up, my good people, man? I'm back at it. You know they can't keep a brother down. You feel what I'm saying? One of my joints got took down some type of way, but it's all good. I'm back at it. It don't matter. Hey, one of my friends wanted to know about cancer. Regardless of where cancer is, whether it's in the lungs, whether it's in the bronchial tubes, whether it's in the throat, whether it's on the brain, whether it's in your pancreas, wherever it is, it's mucus. Do you hear me? It's all mucus. The mucus membrane that's been compromised, which it will set and cause erosion due to no oxygen, deprivation of oxygen in that area. Now, the Cancer Treatment Center of America says, what is cancer? Well, cancer is the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells in the body. Cancer develops when the body's normal control mechanism stops working. Now, that's when it goes into homeostasis. You hear me? Now, that has to do with the immune system as well. But let's keep going. Old cells do not die and cells grow out of control, forming new abnormal cells. These extra cells may form a mass of tissue called a tumor. Some cancers, such as leukemia, do not form tumors. Well, what is this tumor? Well, that's called neoplasm, a new and abnormal growth of tissues in some part of the body, especially as a characteristic of cancer. Now listen, this is what cancer is, right? A friend of mine said, listen, you going too deep on them, baby. Somebody close to me, real close to me, said this as well. You going too deep on them. You got to simplify in the manner you was taught. So from now on, I'm simplifying this in the manner I was taught, and we gonna rock they world. Do you hear me? All right. Now, this is what cancer is, right? What causes cancer? Well, the American Cancer Society says cancer is a complex group of disease with many possible causes. In this section, you can learn more about known cancer, the causes of cancer, including genetic factors, lifestyle factors such as tobacco use, diet, and physical activity. Now, stop right there. We know genetic factors can cause cancer due to mutation of a cell, but when the cell get mutated, it can be a cancer cell as well. Now, lifestyle factors such as tobacco use. We know we can catch cancer from heavy dose of tobacco use because it will keep oxygen from being transported through that area. We know that a diet based upon the foods we eat and the hormones and the chemicals and the high levels of sugar and acid that's all in these foods can cause cancer as well. And physical activities. Certain types of infections can cause cancer too, right? And environmental exposure to different types of chemicals and radiation. So if you getting radiation, you gonna catch cancer. Even when you got it, it's gonna cause them cells that's good to be cancerous cells due to radiation and chemicals too. So we want to know what causes cancer. That's what causes cancer. Those things that I pointed out causes cancer. So we want to know after that. So you say, well, Larry, cancer, you said it's the mucus. All right, the mucous membrane. You see this in the lungs? This where the tumor is right here, right? It affected the lymph nodes, which they provide to the lungs by way of what? Blood. You hear me? The blood. Now, you want to know also, what can we do to help get rid of cancer? Well, this is what you would do. You would have to change your pH balance. This is with any disease. You change your pH balance. You hear me? And then the mucus, the plaque, the lack of oxygen in this area, right, will begin to transform. Why? Well, I'll show you why. Because of this. This is the cells getting rid of cancer. These are your white blood cells. These white blood cells, they work all day if they're not in an acidic environment. They be healthy. They can eat on the cancer all day. They can gang up on the cancer. You have thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of white blood cells in the body. It will eat the cancer away if it's not, the white blood cell is not in a acidic environment. So you have to set a alkaline, clean environment to clean up disease, to clean up cancer. Look at that joker. Moving around, grabbing bacteria. You hear me? This is the cancer cell. You see that? Look at that. Now watch this. Look at it. Look, you see how violent they is towards cancer when they healthy? That's how it is. Look at them gang up on the cancer. Don't be fooled. Cancer get ate away by these T cells, which is AKA white blood cells. If they are healthy, in a healthy environment, they will eat the cancer away. I don't care if you're in 4th stage cancer. You cannot eat things that break down into acid, which will not allow the white blood cells to be in a clean environment so they can eat away on the cancer or the disease, the plaque, the bacteria. You hear what I'm saying? It cannot be in an acidic environment. So, what are the foods that get rid of cancer? Well, these are the foods. Kale, right? Avocado, chili pepper, jalapeno peppers. You see that? Papaya, nuts such as walnuts. You hear me? Hazelnuts. All right? You want to do your green teas with herbs. This boosts your immune system. Why? Because it alkalizes the blood. Do you hear me? You see those black raspberries? All berries are good for you. I wouldn't recommend cranberries though. You feel me? Elderberries, blackberries. You see what I'm talking about? Garlic, it got some properties in it, but it will leave acid residue in the body, and you don't want your body to break down into no acid. You don't want no blood, your bloodstream to be broke down with no acid in it. You don't want it to have acid in it. Excuse me. I'm excited here. But still, I want y'all to understand this. It's easy with healing. You just cannot put acid in your blood because it will not let these white blood cells clean up the body properly. This with anything, y'all. Understand this. So understand, if you do not, you hear me? If you do not make your blood acidic, you hear me? If you don't make it acidic, which things that break down into acid, what are those? Well, starch, liquor, sugars, artificial sugars, chemicals. You hear me? If you do not do that, your white blood cells will cleanse the blood. I don't care what disease you got. I don't care what stage you in. You just have to turn up. You hear me? Y'all want to turn? Yeah, y'all talk about turn up. Hey, turn up on your diet before you catch a disease. I don't care what it is. It's all mucus. All right? Bless y'all. Hope this was informational to y'all. And be alkaline, baby. Be alkaline. Peace.